Hey guys, Justin here. I'm in Forrestfield today, and this is Cumberland Road in Forrestfield here, and we're ready to take the 271, which is actually one of the new routes for airport line that I actually haven't taken before. The other one is the 273 I still haven't taken in Kalamunda, but that one is that one is a lame one. That one's really dumb one. That's the first dumb route technically came out with some of the new things. 271 here is actually a pretty short route from here to Wycombe station. So it's a quick connection, but here's look at the timetable. Look at the timetable. This is so stupid, this timetable. There's a tons of, what are these even? Deviates by a college, or some of them just operates on school days. Some of them are deviating trips here. This one goes to Darling Range Sports College. This one, these C ones right here. These runs from Lesmurdie, which is actually very close to Kalamunda, which is on that direction. And they all run express from the school all the way over here, and then they will stop here, and then they will continue its normal path. Okay, but look at the timetable. The last service from here, departure, is 7:17 on weekdays to go to Wycombe station. But the thing is, the last service that departs from Wycombe for this route is at 12 a.m. Like, what? Seriously? What is the time difference? The last service towards Wycombe is at 7:17, but the last service that comes here departs at Wycombe at 12 a.m. What? That is also not one of the most bullshit thing about this. Now, this is just the bullshit thing about the route timetables. The other thing is, the bullshit thing is actually about this terminus. Not here. This is just a random stand in the middle of the road, yeah? So you should be able to expect that this is the only thing right here. But what is this? Oh my gosh, what is this? What is this? Why the hell there is a sit-down only stand for this random road? What? Especially when there's only one route that terminates here, and this route is pretty useless too. No one even takes this thing. What is this? I don't understand why the hell there's a random stand here for set down only when it's actually just a road terminus like this. What's the point? Oh my gosh. Now we're waiting for the 228 service, which is actually the last normal service that doesn't deviate from the schools and deviate to the schools. So I'm going to take this 228 service right here. So we'll go to Wycombe from there. Now I specifically do this direction because later on our bus will be actually down there traveling on that path, which the bus will come from that direction and just gonna turns right at the corner and up and terminates. But for towards Wycombe direction, because it's actually terminating right here, it actually needs to go this way. So that's why it's gonna go up there and loop a path back there, and there's actually another stop behind, which that stop is only served towards Wycombe direction. It was not served towards this direction. So that stop is only served when the bus goes towards Wycombe, and then it goes back and then the main path and back over. So that's why I specifically chose to film this direction, to do this loop at the terminus part here to feature that extra stop. Now wait for our bus to come in here. That is so stupid. What is that? Seriously. And here's our bus turning in here. That's a pretty nice one. It does not look as a crappy one. By this route here, path 271 here, terminating. Why it needs to have a set down stand? I really don't get this. 2758. Let's get on board. Thank you so much, Ethan Wong, for this request here. Alright, go time. Let's do it. Now this is the loop. You already saw the bus actually turn in from the bottom. And now this guy needs to go upwards a little bit and then turn left to get back out. Which is basically doing a loop, but there will be actually a stop served extra for this direction, which is actually with this loop here. Through this narrow ass path, and then we return another left, and then there will be another stop right behind here, which is so crazy that there's actually a stop here that's only served by one direction. So here it is. There is another bus stand S shelter and on the other side. I think that's for the original 294. But now the 294 doesn't come. The 294 is gone already now, so that's why. And now we just turn back left and go back to the main path. Terminus. We were just there, and now we continue the path through Forrestfield here. This is actually the original 288 path that it serves, and then we return left as the 288, but it doesn't take the exact same path as 288. I think it takes the 294 path. So, not the current 294. The current 294 is just stupid. But one time when I was at High Wycombe, I saw 294, the new 294 from Food Bank WA. 3 dudes got on board for the 12 o'clock service. Yes, 3 dudes get off. Yes, I saw 3 dudes got off on from the 294 for the 12 o'clock service, which is so surprising. So the bus here is by Kalamunda contract, that's for sure. I think, because it's so close to Kalamunda, all of the routes here should be by Kalamunda contract. Turn back up here. This is definitely the original 288 path. Which this route is pretty useless in my opinion. Not really a lot of people will be using this. Probably just for the school deviations that most of the people will be using this to connect all the way through. And yeah, not very useful this route. But the thing is, this is definitely the original 288 path. But the crazy thing about this route is, this route is there are services every day, which is actually the crazy thing. On Monday to Saturday, 30 minutes per bus, and on Sunday is 1 hour. So the Saturday 30-minute interval is actually what's actually surprising. Because normally this thing like this, you give 30 minutes on weekdays, the same as Saturdays. That's actually pretty surprising. On Sundays, 1 hour per bus, which is expected. So I'm the only one got on. Surprisingly, actually, someone actually got off. Got off the I think the outbound service. Yeah, I think this is the inbound service. I'm not so sure. I need to actually check it out. I'll check it out on the app right now, whether this is actually inbound or outbound. Just need to go to the app. And then we look for nearby stops and I know whether this is inbound or outbound. Return left here. Go back down to the Forrestfield shopping center. Just filter on 271. It is inbound, okay. So yep, this is an inbound service. There's actually a lot of routes that actually passes through here, which includes the 270 and 280. They all passes through. But they just go straight to High Wycombe station. But this one just goes down to Forrestfield. This direction is actually different for the 271, because the High Wycombe direction for the 270 and 280 is actually the other side. So this side for the 270 and 280 is to Perth, Elizabeth Quay, and Cannington respectively. So the 288 turns right there. At this corner right here turns right. Now no more bus routes actually passes through that path, the 288 path, no more. All the routes goes here where the 294 originally goes. Takes this main path here. There's also that 281, which is actually not deleted and not removed, which is actually from Darling Range to Maddington Central. which is actually a dumb run because it is actually not a school bus route, but it's a school bus route. It's not considered a school bus route, but it's actually a school bus route, so. We got a bus coming in here. Was that? Probably a 270 coming in here, which is my path. Oh, crappy one over there. 2341 unrefurbished. I think we turn right here. Now after that, later on, I'm going to take the 270 all the way through from Wycombe all the way to Elizabeth Quay to film the next route. Someone's getting on, I think. Nice. At least someone's getting on. Why they don't take the 270? It's just on the other side, just left, literally. Freaking, eh? Oh, the 281 is actually from Darling Range Secondary College to Lesmurdie Senior High School. Oh, that's so useless, that route. It's literally just a school connection route. Connecting two schools. What is with that service? There's like 3 buses per day or something like that for that one. So bad. Who ever take that one? Did anyone actually film that thing, 281? It's like the timings are all over the place, isn't it? I might actually try to film that one. It's pretty funny. Pretty fun to see and do. Perfect day again. This week is pretty good, the weather, but next week it's gonna rain again. And next week is releasing of my scores of the first semester. A little scary, but I have faith to go through and pass everything. I'm not really knowing actually when is the turn. Oh, at the front. Where is it? At the front? Oh yeah, here it is. Here's the spot. Turn right. All of the other routes go to the city in Cannington. You go straight. And we turn right from here. Well, another dumb corner because cars just comes non-stop that way. Literally cannot even turn. Waited like 30 seconds. Why this bus stand is so far off from the road? What? We're in zone 2 here. These bus stands are really way too far off the road. The driver cannot even see that there's actually a bus stand there. So that's why the driver actually went overboard. Because he doesn't even see that there's actually a stand there. It's way too far off the road. Got an L batch in the front. Yeah, this is not a long route, but actually the path, the looping of this route is actually making it pretty long. Too many loops. again, as many of the routes, this one's actually useful to do because it does loops around these, but it's not really that seems that useful when considering how many people are taking this right now. Literally one person just bought it and take one stop, so. We'll pass through Darling Range later on, but we're not going to go in there because it's not a deviating trip. Okay, we've got a school zone coming in here, which is unfortunate. Yeah, during this period of time is always school zones, school periods, so that's why they limit the speed, except that guy's just running through everything. Oh man, that guy's running. Jesus. Okay, we've got Dawson Park Primary School here. We got a gas bus coming over. Is that gas bus? No, that's the future bus. 271 future bus. Oh, it's a B12. 3032 is a B12. No. Wow. Okay, ramp coming in here because someone's getting hit. Oh man, B12 on that 271. What? What's the point of having B12 on that one? Considering no one even take that. So random generator gave me this time at the front. The next route I'm gonna film out in the city, the next route I'm gonna film after this one will be at the back. Because the random generator already gave me, that one will be at the back. Basically I'm just doing just random number generator. And then when from 1 to 100, if they give me an odd number, I'm gonna sit here. When they give me an even number, I'm gonna sit at the back. That's basically what my what's my thing is, because you guys already said that I will be randomly generating and randomly decide whether I film at the front or at the back, so that's why. That's my way. Just gonna use a generator to generate numbers. Odd numbers, I'll sit at the front. Even numbers, I'll sit at the back. But now, when sometimes when I got an odd number, and unfortunately the front seat is stolen, then of course I have to go to the back. So basically, the front seat is filming at the front is not guaranteed, okay? But filming at the back is guaranteed, okay? So here's Darling Range, and the deviating bus stop is actually over there. But we don't need to deviate, so just turn left and go. Oh gosh, just go straight, and this is just straight over to Wycombe Station. Now there are two entrances for Wycombe Station. We're going to take the bottom entrance for this route, which is actually one of the few routes that actually takes the bottom entrance. There are only two routes that take the bottom entrance, which is the 271 and the 280. Because the 280 also run down here. It's the exact same path. So I just saw the highway back there, so Wycombe Station is just back there. That's not a highway, that's just Abernethy Road, but Abernethy Road is technically like a highway. You can't walk that, so. Well, literally like Like how many people boarded? 5? Overall 5 dudes? 4 to 5, I think. Only 4, I think 4. Yeah, 4. Is it 4 or 3 even? I mean, there's a mom and kid and a lady, so 4. Okay. Including me, so 4. Wow. What's the point of using a B12 for 4 people if it is the service? Wow. Return right here, I think. Or should we go straight again? Continue. Ooh, just missed it there. Unfortunate. Alright, cut it. I'll cut it. Oh, we actually take the highway here? What are we doing? This is the way to Wycombe Station. Oh, I guess it is. Okay. I think this whole oh, there's some stops here. I thought this whole path no stops, but there are stops here. 271 and 280. The 2 only routes that take the bottom entrance. Every single route takes the upper entrance. Like turning up to Wycombe Station here. More of these terrible spots here. Oh my gosh. Because of industrial areas, all of these long trucks here. Oy. Head up. All of these stops again are bad because they're just in the mulch. Literally, there's like no road over here. It's just random sand and soil. But here we are, Wycombe. Here we are. This is actually the first route film on the channel, entering from the bottom here. Every single route I filmed for Wycombe is actually entering from the other side. So here we are at Wycombe Station. Is there a B12? Yeah, that's a B12 over there. Is that B12? That's not a B12. That's something else. That's a normal future bus. 2312. And made it to Wycombe. We have the set down stand over here at the train replacement bus stop. Well, time to get off. There it goes, 000. Don't know what's gonna do. If it do my 270, it's gonna be weird, but anyways, there goes 2758. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe, click the bell so that you can get notifications when I post. Check out the links in the description down below for my other channels and my Instagram. Actually, yeah, I've taken every single route now. Actually, at Redcliffe. I mean, not Redcliffe. At Wycombe, I've taken everything. Nice. Oh, wait, no. I've taken everything because I've taken one time at 276 back here. I haven't filmed that thing to Cumberland bus station, but but I've taken it. So yeah, every single route here I've taken once, which is great. So at least once, so great. Click on these videos up top, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!